Hello everyone and welcome to my little corner of the internet, and welcome to Double Date, a YURI visual novel that I learned about on Blue Sky. They posted about it and I saw it and I was like, oh, it's giving 101 Dalmatians meet cute. It's giving the beginning of 101 Dalmatians, Pongo and Berdita forcing their owners to interact, but with sheebs and with YURI. And I love the Yurification of my favorite tropes. So it feels imperative that I play this game. This is just the demo. So I'm looking forward to trying out this demo and then seeing how the full game turns out later this year. It's on my wish list. Q3 2025. Yes. Q3 of 2025. So in probably a few months. Very, very excited to... Oh, Monster Hunter World is on sale. Start. I don't have a controller connected, but... Oh! POV, Alice. I hope I can find a dog to take... Okay. Wait. This audio. I also got a new headset, by the way. So hopefully it should be a lot less like... I know sometimes when I would turn my head in my other headset, you would hear the plastic. This one should not be an issue. So, Alice, I hope I can find a dog to take home. I hope so too, Alice. I've been thinking about getting a dog for months now, and created a budget to make sure that I could. Smart, very responsible dog owner. After following my budget for months, the work has paid off and I've decided that I'm ready. Just need to make it there. Okay. My calves burn as I speed walk to my destination. As the animal shelter comes into view, it hits me, and I gain a renewed spring in my steps. It's real. This is real. I'm so excited for her. Yahoo! Today's the day. The staff, welcome to Dogs Become Your Friends. Hi, I have an appointment today at 2 p.m. for Alice. I'm so sorry I'm late. Ah, yes, Alice, we have you here. Not to worry, it's only been 10 minutes. You still have plenty of time in this time slot. The staff member types away at her computer, checking off something on the screen. And I see you already put in your adoption application and the survey, and it looked all good. Please, follow me. I follow her to another part of the shelter, an open area with several large dog pens. Feel free to take a look. I can tell you more about any dog that you're interested in. Thanks! I walk around, peering into the enclosures at the dogs. They're all really cute, and I'd be happy with any type of dog. However, during plan end, I decided I'd need a smaller dog because my apartment isn't that big. On the adoption survey... Read! On the adoption survey, I had put down small to medium-sized. Oh, they have Shiba Inus! I adore Shiba Inus. I hear they're very difficult to keep as, like, pets. Like, I feel like they kind of fall into that category with, like, huskies, where it's, like, they can just be very temperamental. And apparently they're also, like, really good escape artists. Like, I hear that they can just kind of, like, climb and run around everything. So they kind of intimidate me a little bit. So I don't know if I would ever get a Shiba, but I do love them. I've heard that they might be grumpy sometimes, but oh, they're really cute. Maybe it'll be worth getting to know one of them. If they're grumpy, then I can always try another dog before adopting. What's this one's name? Ah, that one's Danny. Apparently it's short for Daniela. People names on dogs is so strange to me, but also I understand because I do have a dog with a people name, so. She's exceptionally well behaved, so she'd be a great choice. Do you want to try taking her for a walk and see how you feel with her? Sure. The staff slips into the enclosure and approaches Danny, getting Danny's attention. She clips a leash onto Danny. She then guides Danny out of the pen. Look at her. Oh my goodness. So she's your classic, like, orange cream sheep. Oh, very beautiful. I love the little swirly tail. I like the art style for this game a lot as well too. It's different. It kind of gives me like, it's different from like your sort of like traditional like just straight up anime-esque visual novel. Like it's definitely anime-esque, but it's also like has some realism to it. It kind of gives me retro vibes a little bit. I don't know, like I really like it. It's really cool. Hey Danny, how are you? Ready to go for a walk? I reached out to let Danny sniff my hand. She sniffs briefly, then rubs her head against my head enthusiastically. Aw, she's so cute. Right? I hope you two get along. You can take her around the back for a walk and come back. I'm stealing the dog. Never let me do this in person. I'm gonna go walk the dog and then we're just walking home. I didn't tell you where I was gonna walk the dog. Let me know how it goes. If you'd like to take her home, just let me know. Otherwise, you can try and walk with another dog here. I nod and head out with Danny. Cute. I would change her name personally. Suits a biscuit. I'm a very basic dog namer. A path beyond the dog pens leads to a large grassy area. Danny is enthusiastic, pulling at the leash to sniff out rocks and grass. There, Danny. Let's go a little slower. Danny keeps tugging on the leash, but I can still easily keep her from dragging me along as she's not a large dog. Around halfway through the yard, she seems to get tired of sniffing the grass and slows down to walk by my heels. Aw, she kinda knows how to heel. Then she starts jumping around my heels and nuzzling against me enthusiastically. You've bonded. That's your dog now. Like, I'm sorry to say it. I'm not even, like, sorry to say it. Like, it's just, that's your dog now. Ah, so cute. I can't resist her nuzzling, and I kneel down to pat her head. Her tail wags furiously, and she licks my hand. What a friendly dog. Oh my goodness. I check my phone for the time. I should start heading back. Since I ended up 10 minutes late, I have less time to meet the dogs. But they said you had plenty of time within your time slot. I think you're alright. Though, I think Danny here is already pretty good. I can see myself living with her. For sure, but I think it's still good to, like, have a look-see. I pick up the pace. As we near the entrance to the building, however, Danny suddenly digs in her heels and whines. No, poor baby! Oh, she doesn't want to go back! Oh, what's wrong? I walk back to Danny and kneel down beside her. It's okay, Danny. We just have to get back in, alright? Danny seems reluctant, but after some more head pats, she seems to calm down. That's it, Danny. I want to walk you a little more, but my appointment time... Looking down at Danny, she's looking at me with huge, begging eyes. Oh, that's it. That's your dog. Do I really need to try out another dog, though? Thinking on it, Danny is really cute. She's really friendly, maybe more than I'd expect from a Shiba Inu, which I initially hadn't been too sure about. It might be simple, but just having Danny nuzzle up to me gives me warm, fuzzy feelings. Am I getting attached to you already, Danny? I am. I'm dangerously attached to this dog. Danny stares back at me, her tail suddenly wagging furiously as if she knows I'm talking to her. What was once sad puppy eyes and a frown turns into a wide tongue-out grin. That's it. I'll take you home, Danny. Danny starts jumping around again, nuzzling against me and grinning. Oh, Danny, I'm happy too. Come on, let's go back in. I'll do the paperwork and take you home. We head inside the building. I'm so excited. As I'm understanding that I'm going to bring her home, Danny starts pulling forward on the leash again. Whoa, Danny, slow down a little. Suddenly, the floor is pulled away from me, and my arms flail uselessly before I feel a dull impact to my back. Ooh. Ooh, I can feel that. Oh, that hurts. Ugh. I crinkle my eyes shut tightly as I feel a burst of dizziness. I hope you didn't hit your head. As I regain my senses... Oh, music change. It smells nice. An alluring scent drifts around me. And it feels warm. Oh? As if washed away by the pleasant sensations, the dizziness fades away just as soon as it came. I open my eyes and... Ooh! Me looking at couples in public being kind of mad because why isn't that me? They're so cute. This is the image that I saw on the Twitter post. This is adorable. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love her hair. An angel? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love this one. I know this one's not Danny because Danny has... Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. They're actually different markings. I was gonna say just because Danny has like a happier expression, but actually they have very different markings. Danny has like these stripes, and then this one over here got like the big white check. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love this. Okay. An angel? A gorgeous woman stares deeply into my eyes. Her face is so close. But somehow, I wish she were closer. Yes! Let's go! Already feeling how warm it is. She'd be burning up, pressed on me. Oh my god. She'd be so soft to hold, and her hair, too, would be silky to the touch. Yes, this makes me so happy. Because I went into this and I'm like, it's a Yuri visual novel. So yeah, I'm gonna be able to date the girl. It's gonna be Yuri. It's gonna be a moment. Like, this is great. But they're also like full on leaning into like the visual novel aspect of it, of like when the girl runs into the guy or the guy runs into the girl, they start like describing them really like romantically. And I like that they're doing the same thing here. I love, yes. Are you all right? Oh, I jolt awake from the fleeting daydream. What happened? I don't really know. It seems like we bumped into each other when our dog leashes got tangled up. I knew it was giving Ponko and Perdita vibes. Oh my goodness. Hearing her voice is it's as if I could listen to it again and again. Oh my gosh. Are you hurt though? The beautiful stranger repeats her question. I totally forgot to respond. I don't think so. I stretch my arms on the floor and turn my head left and right. It doesn't hurt anywhere. That's okay. That's good. It might be easier to test my entire body if I'm standing up, but I don't want her to leave. That's good. And I don't think I'm hurt either. Alas, the moment doesn't last forever, and the stranger rolls off of me, using her forearms as support. Ugh. She gets up and reaches a hand to me. Need a hand? Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. I love this character design, the short purple hair. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh my goodness. Thank you. In a daze, I take her hand. I also like that they're both kind of like feminine. I love that we got femme for femme realness. You know, it's not like one of them has to be masculine. That's really nice. In a daze, I take her hand. Her hand is so soft. Although cooler than my hand, it's so nice and pleasant to the touch. I grip her hand and get to my feet. Normally I could have gotten up myself, but it was a dream opportunity to hold her proffered hand. You're my knight in shining armor. What did you say? Knight farmer? Me too, man. I can't hear when people talk to me either. Nothing. Well, I'm glad we're not hurt. She looks at her watch. Sorry, I've gotta run. I have to wrap up the dog adoption. I have to wrap up the dog adoption stuff and get back to campus. Oh, college student. She picks up the end of a leash from the ground. Only then do I notice that she's also walking a Shiba Inu and heads off. I'm so silly. I totally forgot about Danny. I had been so lost in the stranger's eyes that I hadn't paid attention to where Danny had gone. Okay. Is this gonna be... Are they gonna have switched sheeps? They switched sheeps! That's not Danny! Thankfully Danny is still there, and I grab her leash. That's not Danny. Get it together, Alice. You're going to be a dog mom. You have to be more responsible. Be more responsible in recognizing that this is not your sheep. Back in the pen area, the staff is nowhere to be found. I wait for a minute or two, contemplating if I should go find her. Just as I was about to start looking around the building to find them, the staff member comes out. All done with the walk? What dog would you like to walk next? I think I'm good. I really like her and would like to take her home. That's great. You still have time, so if you do want to check out the other dogs though, feel free. I look down at Danny, who's staring up intently. I think about the way she and I were able to communicate. I just can't resist those expressive eyes. This sheep is giving much different personality. It's giving very temperamental, it's giving a docile, chilled out, but also with an attitude. I like it. I have made my decision. Danny's the one. We walk up to the counter and the staff member starts to type on the computer. What a coincidence, eh? Our last two Shiba Inus are adopted now. We got a batch, and these two happen to be the last. They were... We're really glad they're going to loving homes. They were what? They were what, sisters? Was she about to say something? Were they... Were the dogs also homosexual? It's possible. Hello? The staff member comes and picks up Danny. And yep, this is Danny for certain. What do you mean? Since we had a few Shiba Inus, we had to come up with ways to identify them since sometimes staff couldn't tell them apart in the shared pen. They're not microchipped yet. Apple has a little darker patch of fur on her belly. She was adopted by that lady just now. So we didn't even have Danny to begin with, we had Apple? The lady with the Shiba Inu? That must be... I feel my cheeks warm as I think about her face, so close to mine. No, I feel like we're missing the point. Suddenly, Danny starts twisting around and yapping in the staff member's hold. Sorry. She's usually so well-behaved. I've yet to hear a whine or bark from her, but she probably doesn't like to be held up like this. Sorry, Danny, I had to look at your belly. Alice, you're all good to go. Danny, she'll take care of you, alright? She lightly pets Danny and hands me the leash. So my dog that I soulmated with was Apple, not Danny. The other staff member had them mixed up. Or the same staff member got them mixed up. I have no idea. Oh my gosh. She lightly pets Danny and hands me the leash. No sooner than I had taken the leash, Danny starts tugging again. Yep. Oh my, I haven't seen her do that before either. She must be super excited to go home with you. I'm excited too. Come on, Danny, we're going home. We walk out of the shelter with Danny sniffing the ground and tugging forward as if trying to reach a destination. Oh, you poor thing. I've seen this behavior before in the yard walk. Though, I've seen this behavior before in the yard walk, though, and it wasn't enough to throw me off balance. Back when I was helping walk dogs, some of them, especially the younger ones, just had so much energy. Nothing I can't handle, though. Is this the dog's POV? I just turned around. I just turned back. Am I the dog now? It's another day. Nice and sunny. Nothing too spectacular. Today could be the day that... Game of the year. Game of the year. I'm the dog. I am Apple. Today could be the day that someone decides to take me home. I live with a lot of other dogs. Some days, tall skinny figures called humans come and take us to their homes. Dogs here dream of that day, myself included. The humans taking care of us are nice too, but they have too many of us to take care of, so they can't pay us individual attention. As usual, visitors have come to take some dogs on a walk to decide which dog they'll take home. I trot back and forth for a while. Getting bored, I peer outside of the enclosure. I wonder if someone will choose me to walk today. Through the front window of the building, I see a woman walk inside and talk to the front desk human. She looks tense, and not because she's here, but in general. Her shoulders are slumped, and she isn't smiling like how most people do when they come here. A dog would definitely make her feel better. I hope she's here to take one home. Maybe she'll choose me for a walk. I watch as the staff and the gloomy-looking visitor approach. Pick me! Pick me! I stand up on my hind legs to get their attention. However, the visitor picks another dog. Another Shiba Inu like me, called Daniela. Here, her leash is on. Oh, here, her leash is on, so you can take her for a walk. Aw, another dog got picked again. Next time will be my turn for sure. The visitor leaves the enclosure with Daniela, and the other dogs settle down. I know the day isn't over, however, so I keep an eye on the front door for other visitors to come in. Shortly after, another woman with blonde hair walks inside, a smile on her face. She looks a bit nervous, or flustered? Sweaty? Hi, I have an appointment today at 2 p.m. Alice? I'm so sorry I'm late. After the usual dialogue from the staff, the blonde visitor proceeds towards the enclosure. Please take me on a walk. Oh, I can't believe I'm playing as the dog right now. This is so... I did not see this coming. The visitor seems to approach me for a moment, but walks away to check out another group of dogs. Aw, bummer. I think about Daniela and how she might get taken home today if the gloomy stranger likes her. No, I have to try harder. I'm a Shiba Inu as well, after all. I follow the woman around the perimeter of the enclosure, keeping my eyes on her. She's looking over here again. I wag my tail as she makes eye contact again. The visitor comes over to me and points over the enclosure wall at me. What's this one's name? Ah, that one's Danny. Apparently it's short for Daniela. She's exceptionally well behaved, so she'd be a great choice. I blink in confusion. I'm Apple, not Danny. I think about barking to tell them, but I don't want to scare off the visitor. Plus, humans don't understand dog language anyway. Do you want to try taking her for a walk and see how you feel with her? Sure. The staff enters the enclosure, clips a leash on me, and guides me outside to the eager lady. Hi, Danny. How are you? Ready to go for a walk? She reaches out to let me sniff her hand. Oh, she's so cute. So are you. I love the, pigtail. Ah, I love this. Right? I hope you two get along. You can take her around the back for a walk and come back. It's been a while since I've been out, so I run off eagerly. Transition. There, Danny. Let's go a little slower. Since I'm not Danny, it takes me a little while to register that she's talking to me. Right, I have to respond to Danny for this walk. I hope I make a good impression. That's the most important. Respecting the human's wishes, I slow down. As we're finishing the walk, I sense a wave of doubt from the human. Is she having second thoughts? But we're getting along so well. Maybe if I extend the walk time. I dig in my heels, and the human tries to reassure me by patting my head. Am I getting attached to you already, Danny? Oh, this lady is so nice, but I'm not Danny. Hopefully the staff will sort it out. All things considered, among all the dogs, Daniela is the dog that's most similar to me. Praise for Danny is praise for me. Though Danny's personality is... That's it. I'll take you home, Danny. Really? I'm getting a home of my own! It worked! In my excitement, I start pulling Alice along again. We can get the staff, and she can do the paperwork, and then she can take me home. In my haste, I notice too late the real Danny and the gloomy visitor right beside us. Leashes tangle, and the two women collapse on top of each other, while myself and Danny skid to a halt beside them. Danny snarls at me. Oh my god. What the heck are you doing, Apple? Sophie and I... Oh, Sophie. Okay. Purple Lilac is... Her name is Sophie. Okay. Sophie and I were having such a peaceful walk, and she was about to take me for adoption. Well, my human is going to take me home too. Let's just hope that you didn't mess it up. Have some self-control, Apple. She distangles her leash from mine, shooting me a disgruntled look as she does so. Damn! It's giving Mean Girls Dog Edition. Meanwhile, it seems that the humans have untangled themselves too. I start walking back to Alice, but to my shock, I'm being pulled away. The gloomy visitor, whose name is apparently Sophie, has my leash. And not Alice. Alright, let's take you home. Wait! But in fear of making a scene, and Danny's scolding lingering in my ears, I let myself be pulled away. It all happened so fast, I didn't even get a chance to explain to Danny. Alice thinks I'm Danny! With me in tow, Sophie beelines to the counter, and the staff takes her to a separate office room to sign the papers. I keep sniffing around for Danny and Alice, but I don't sense them, even after we exit the place. I'm going home. But is this really right? Oh my gosh. We are getting 101 Dalmatians, Pongo, and Perdita. POV, Danny! Oh my gosh, we're switching dog POVs. We are getting Pongo and Perdita meet cute, plus switched at birth, dog moment. Oh my goodness. I'll be taking care of you from today, Danny. Wait, where are my keys? I swear I remembered to bring them. I thought you ran here. After some fumbling in her bag, Alice, my new owner, unlocks the door to her home. Oh, okay, to the house. Ta-da! Welcome to your new home. It's a bit messy sometimes, but hopefully you won't mind. I sniff around, and among the smells, I notice a faint but unpleasant trace, maybe from older trash. The smell is faint, but to a dog, it could quickly become quite strong. I frown as I follow her inside. Sophie, the human who was walking me, seemed much more serious. This one, Alice, seems a bit more scatterbrained. I hope it's not going to be a real mess living with her. She leads me inside the apartment, and I spot a few spare items of clothing thrown around the floor and on the furniture. I also notice some dust picking up under my paws. It seems like she attempted to clean, but the efforts were only focused on the path a human would be taking. Spoke too soon. This is a bit dirtier than I had hoped for. Alice points out a corner with some dog-sized items. And I have all your stuff set up, so make yourself at home. It's nice of her to have a dog bed, I suppose. I sit on it. It's a bit scratchier than the sleeping pad we had at the shelter. How is an actual dog bed worse than a sleeping pad? in a shelter. You need some like luxury silk down bed, like something. I feel like nothing can please you. On the bright side, here I don't have to share with all those other dogs, but the quality of this bed is, oh my god. I'm exhausted already. It's wonderful that I have a home now, but is this really gonna be all that great? Alice brings over a bowl, the contents clinking inside. I recognize the sound of kibble. I hope it's at least the same quality as the food at the shelter. I tentatively take a bite. Ugh, this is flavorless. This is like the dog that they have in like dog food advertisements. Well, no, I can't, because my dogs are also very picky. Like, I have two snobby little picky eaters. My goodness. Still, food is food, and it's been a long day. Each bite is slower than the last as I try to stomach the bland food. Oh my god. Alice, who's been watching me, suddenly starts talking. Are you sleepy? You're not eating anymore. She can't be serious. I'm not eating anymore because the food doesn't taste good. Because I'm sleepy. I don't know what to make of the situation. Alice seems attentive, but she's being attentive about the wrong things. Ugh, whatever. I slump down in the bed, noticing its scratchiness again. I guess I'll just stare into space until I'm actually sleepy. Alice pets me a bit more on my head and talks to me and finally leaves me alone. Damn. I start dozing off, but a few hours later I get woken up by some sounds and smells. Alice is in the kitchen making some food. From my understanding of human behavior at the shelter, it seems quite late. Most should be sleeping at this time. Maybe she has a weird schedule, but I hope not too weird since I'll have to go along with it. Alice comes to look at me, but I pretend I'm asleep. I sense her leaving, and the hours after that, I don't fall asleep for a long time. Yeah. Back to Apple's POV. I can barely contain my excitement as Sophie, my new owner, opens the door to her apartment. My new home. I can't wait to see it. Apple is about to be living in luxury and be like, wow, this is great. Meanwhile, Danny's over here like, this bed is itchy. Despite the mix-up with Danny and the other human, Alice, I'm still going home. Something I've been dreaming about. Even if she's not Alice, she's my new owner. I'll be the best dog that I can be for her. The shelter staff said that your name is Apple, short for Apolline? Oh, Apolline. The shelter staff said that your name is Apple, short for Apolline. I thought it was cute, so I'll keep calling you Apple. I wag my tail. She opens the door and lets me inside first. I look around the neat and tidy living space. Wow, it's so clean. I hear the familiar clinks of food being poured into a bowl and run into the kitchen. Sophie finishes filling up my bowl with food. Here's dinner for you. Nothing too fancy, but it should do the trick. She's so cute. I quickly dig in, as it's a bit past the time we're usually fed at the shelter. Someone's hungry. I can hear her laugh as she talks. She has such a nice laugh. Sophie walks out of the kitchen and into her room. Out of the corner of my eye, I see her sit down at her desk. She must be waiting for me to be done with my food so we can play together. I quickly gobble up the rest of my food and also make sure I clean up any food I accidentally spilled on the floor. I really need to make a good impression on Sophie. Humans love when dogs want to play, so I'll play with her. I walk over to Sophie at the desk. I see that she's nose deep in 2 different books and taking down some notes. I start nuzzling against her to get her attention. It takes a moment and a few taps on her legs to get Sophie to finally notice me. What is it, Apple? I wag my tail excitedly and keep bouncing around. She sighs and turns back to her books. I keep wagging my tail. Sorry, Apple. I don't really have a lot of time tonight. I need to study. Study? But that's not playing. I keep wagging my tail and staring at her to get her attention. Sophie sighs and turns to me. Yes, it worked. I've got to do a good job as her dog. I already said no, Apple. I really need to study. Oh, didn't work. How can I show her I'm a good dog then? She gives me a quick rub between my ears. Look, I promise I'll take you on a long walk tomorrow if you let me study in peace. Alright. I guess in the meantime, I'll just explore the place. Apple, stop. Oh, no, did I do something wrong? You can run around, but just slow down, please. Oh, I see. Too bad I can't say sorry to her. I wish I could. I just don't get why she's not I just don't get why she's not as excited as I am. Hopefully she is happy about taking me home. I slowly go over to her. She's back at reading her books and taking notes again. I carefully rest my head on her leg, hoping that it isn't too much of a distraction. Not before long, she starts to slowly stroke my head as she studies. After some time, I don't even notice as I drift off. Okay. Sophie! Okay, we're switching. I'm in the park for a walk with Apple. It's a nice park. I enjoy it here. The park also has an enclosed area for dogs, a luxury to have so close by the downtown core area, right next to the Art Gallery of Ontario. Ooh, we're in Canada. It's very lively in the warmer months, and lots of people hang out on the lawn. If there's one thing people here love to do, it's grabbing a picnic blanket and sitting around outside. I do find it nice, but I've been so busy lately, I haven't gotten enough sun in a while. Which is one of the reasons I got Apple. Walking her regularly will keep me active. Taking breaks and being active are good for overall productivity, after all.
Ooh. I don't know if that would be a good reason to get a dog, honestly.
Much as I'd rather just focus in the lab.
Yeah, I don't know if you're very much of a dog person, to be honest, Sophie. You seem to really want, like, a cat more like, something more independent, that'll be quiet, and not as much of a nuisance. It simply does not, it's not giving dog person.
As I round a bend on the park path, I see another dog walker coming from the opposite direction. Somehow, I'm getting deja vu.
Are we gonna sort out the mix-up? The owner is being pulled along swiftly by another Shiba Inu.
It's good to see other Shiba Inu owners. The other Shiba Inu comes to a quick stop right beside us and starts yapping. Shh, Danny! The blonde lady looks at me, her face flushed, no doubt in embarrassment about her dog sounds. She looks familiar.
Are you attracted to Alice also?
You're the one from the shelter. You're the one at the shelter. What a coincidence! You adopted a Shiba Inu too, huh? What a coincidence indeed. How's it going with yours? I look at her dog, who's enthusiastically tugging her leash, trying to get to me. Probably just trying to approach Apple. The blonde woman is keeping a solid grip though, which might be the only reason that the other dog hasn't lunged at me. I extend Apple's leash some more, and Apple goes to give the other dog a sniff. She's doing well. Just getting used to the home and all, I think. Mine too. She seems to be really attached to me. I'd expect a Shiba Inu to be a bit more standoffish. Right, I heard that too. I thought that Danny here was friendly, but she's actually a bit standoffish. I love her though, anyway. What's your Shiba's name? Her name is Apple. Right, Apple. The lady at the shelter mentioned that Danny and Apple were the two Shibas that adopted that day. So, do you live nearby? Yeah, I'm just a little more north of here. What a coincidence. I live a few minutes away near the RX. The jazz bar? Yep, that's the one. Well, you know, if you ever need a pet sitter, I'm happy to help since we live so close.
Oh my gosh. Sophie, stop thinking about studying for 2 seconds and look at how cute Alice is being and look at how she's trying to flirt with you, please.
If you need it, that is. Maybe you already have someone that helps you out? That'd be nice, actually. I hadn't thought too much about that. I'll let you know. Happy to help you and Danny out, too. Oh, and what's your name? Sophie. And yours? Alice. Great to meet you, Alice. Well, officially, anyway. I didn't really catch your name while we were at the shelter. Right! Great to meet you, too. I reach out to shake her hand, and she does the same. Her hand's so warm. I take a look at my watch. I should head back.
No comment about how it's really great to be holding Worm's hand. No warm hand, cold hand theory moment. Oh my gosh, warm hand, cold hand theory. Because Alice said that her hands were. You deserve each other. Oh my gosh. Though it's nice talking to her, so I do something unexpected, even for myself. If you want, we can walk together a bit more to Beverly and Dundas? Sure. We start walking, and the dogs follow along. They seem to be getting along well. So, what brings you to this area of Toronto? Oh, I just lived here when I was a student, and continued to live here. I commute to Liberty Village. Run awards. Oh, cool. What do you do? I'm a chemist, at a cosmetics company. Oh! Oh, wow. I didn't know cosmetic companies hired chemists, but it totally makes sense that that's how they develop all their products. How about you, Sophie? Oh, I'm a student at U of T. Oh, cool. I went there too. What are you studying? Did her expression seem a bit disappointed? I'm in grad school. I know I look young, but I don't want her to think I'm like 18 or something. I think that's exactly what, I think she heard you were in college and she was like, damn, too young. But you just said you're in grad school, which means you guys are both like in your 20s, which is good. So you can date and kiss and maybe even hold hands. Gotcha. So you're doing research and stuff? It seemed that made her more at ease. Uh-huh. Yep, I work in one of the labs on campus. So close by then. I'm so jealous. I have to commute every day. That can be a pain, especially with the construction on King Street. Exactly. Sometimes I end up taking the bike share, but I have to get up earlier. Also, it makes me sweaty. Anyway. She's flushed again, though I can't blame her. It must be uncomfortable rolling to work while sweaty, so she might not want to talk, more about it. I'm still glad that I live in this area. There's much more things to do after work. It's also close to the, Kensington Market, and there's a lot of grocery stores and good food in Chinatown. Chinese food sounds so good. Ooh. I've really been wanting to try some Peking duck. I feel like that'd be so yummy. Like, I love that I'm so close to Baldwin Village. They have so many nice shops and restaurants, and I love walking down that strip. Oh, I live really close to Baldwin Village, actually. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Maybe... It seems like she's thinking of something, but trails off. Maybe we can get lunch together. Go hang out. Watch a movie at my place. As we walk, Danny keeps shimmering around to me. It seems like Danny really likes you. I look down at Danny and grin. Maybe she just enjoys playing with Apple. Well, I don't know about that. Ooh. All these backgrounds are like really detailed too. They're very like painterly, but it's like they do that painterly. Can I, No, okay. I was looking to see if I can hide the dialogue box and stuff. They're so like, they're that really nice painterly style where there's like not a lot of detail to them, but just enough detail that your brain kind of fills it in. And it's really like, really pretty. Really well done. Soon we reach the intersection where I should continue to head north. The light is green, but with a bit more time to quickly say bye, and not to be rude. Well, this is me. It was great to run into you, Alice. Same. Bye. Her voice seems a bit more high-pitched than it was before. And did it seem like she wanted to say something else? She's probably in a rush to get somewhere else. No, she wants to hate on you. You're so dense. I cross the street. Well, I can't say you're dense because, I mean, I guess she hasn't really technically, like, flirted properly. I cross the street, and soon, thoughts about my research consume the rest of my walk home. Man. The dogs must be so disappointed right now. Back at Danny's POV, yep. I groggily opened my eyes. Once again, I didn't sleep well, because this mattress is paper thin. As soon as I do, I hear Alice's voice. Danny, you're up! After that, I ate the bland food again, and she leashed me up and we started on a walk. She also puts a sort of decoration on me. The material is soft, and I have to admit, it suits me. At least this walk is nice so far. The air smells better than in her apartment. I love walking down here. There's this mochi donut shop that always smells so delicious. Stop. I haven't had my dinner yet. and I'm gonna be hungry by the time I'm done. I'm already hungry. And the second, like, if my tummy grumbles and the mic picks it up, we're turning the game off. It's over. Sometimes I get the chocolate donuts from there. They're so good. She turns to me. Too bad you can't have it, since dogs shouldn't eat chocolate. Or donuts, probably. Oh, and over here is this tattoo shop. They posted pictures of their designs on the windows, and I like looking at them. I don't know if I'll ever be brave enough to get a tattoo, but if I did, I'd get one from here. I don't really know what to say. I never expected an owner to be speaking so much. Sophie had been rather quiet during our walk at the shelter. It's only been a few days, but it feels like ages ago. I try to block out the sound of Alice's voice and just focus on the walk, but no matter how much I try, I can still hear her talking. Oh, you poor thing. Why is she even talking to me? It's not as if I'll answer back. And if I did, she wouldn't understand dog language. I just want to enjoy this walk as much as possible before I have to go back to her apartment. We turn a corner, and suddenly I smell something familiar. It takes me back to the pet store. I quickly realize it smells exactly like the human that tried to take me home with her. Sophie, the one that was supposed to take me. With shock, I smell Apple as well. That rascal. So she did get adopted by Sophie. I start to run, hoping to find her as soon as possible. The scent is getting stronger, so she has to be close. Whoa, Danny, slow down, please. I ignore her, still trying to find the human I'm supposed to be with. Wow. I force Alice down the street and into a park. Oh, I really like this park, but Danny, we don't have to go so fast. Out of the corner of my eye, I finally see her. Well, I see them, Sophie and Apple. Sophie walking Apple, when she should be walking me. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. It's toxic dog Yuri, even. I run towards her, not caring if Alice can't keep up behind me. She can let go of the leash for all I care. As I get closer, Apple notices me first. Unfortunately for me, she gets all excited. Danny! Ugh, be quiet, I'm trying to get Sophie to adopt me. Oh my dog, I can't believe we meet again. It's like fate. Yeah, right. I see you still haven't learned any manners. The other dog looks at me confused, like I spoke in a different language. You ran to me first, though. Meanwhile, the humans start chatting. I growl at Apple while trying to inch closer to Sophie. I ran to you because I was supposed to go home with Sophie. Sophie? But you're already adopted by Alice. She seems like a great human. I look at Apple in dismay. If by nice you mean messy and way too chatty, then yeah, I guess she's nice. Apple looks at me, surprised, as if what I just said to her was confusing. What do you mean? Chatty humans are fun. And how would you know? I had that walk with Alice before, remember? I remember that she's a warm human. Right? So you get what I'm saying, right? Don't you want to be with Alice instead? I mean, I wouldn't mind if I were adopted by Alice, but I'm already with Sophie. What I mean is, why don't we switch places? Apple looks at me confused. This dog. That's not really fair to the humans, don't you think? Easy for you to say. I'm sure you're just overreacting. Maybe you just need some more time to get to know her. Just switch places with me, please. But suddenly I feel a gentle tug on my leash. Alice is looking at me expectantly. Oh no, are the humans saying goodbye already? I try to wiggle around to Sophie, trying to make it look like we belong together. But with a sinking heart, I know it's too late. I failed to take into account that we have different colored leashes now. Maybe it was wishful thinking that the humans wouldn't pay attention to that detail. To be honest, as a human watching this, I can pay attention to the detail that you guys have very different tummies, and I feel like that was something that should have been noted sooner by one of these two. But apparently not. Oh, Alice is the taller one. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Huh, it seems like Danny really likes you. Sophie looks down at me and grins. Maybe she just enjoys playing with Apple. We reach a crossing and the humans start bidding their farewells. Hey, it was great to see you, Daniela. It'll be great to catch up with you again. If we do, I hope it's that way I can be with Sophie instead of Alice. As I turn to leave, Apple looks at me pointedly. Give Alice a chance, Danny. I think it'll be worth it. I watched with disdain as Sophie, the human I was supposed to go home with, walks away with Apple. So close, and yet so far. Alright, Daniela, time to go home. I'm starving. I bet you are too after this walk. Yeah, me too, man. I am, but not for the food at home. What should I do? I don't know, man. Crash out. Run away, I guess. That's your option. On the way home, my mind keeps replaying the scene that had just happened. When Danny had started tugging on the leash again, I wasn't sure what to expect. To think that she'd bring me right to the cutie on top of me at the dog shelter. I'm so lucky to see Sophie again. But I bombed it. I didn't know what to say without sounding silly. What is it? Boring that it talks about my job? I stare off into the distance, the regret that I can't rewind timed, weighing heavily. I should have asked her to meet again when we talked about Baldwin Village. I thought you were going to. You did fumble the bag, Alice. It was such a good opportunity to say something like, let's get dinner there sometime. And her hands were so smooth and cool. Did I just miss my chance? What if I never see her again? Oh no. I can feel my heart racing in my chest. Well, it's not like I didn't act normal enough when I just saw her. She said she's in grad school, so we might be around a similar age. I just started working between 1 and 2 years ago myself. I'm sure she's super smart to get into grad school. She looks really smart too. And she's cute too. I hope we can meet again. Yeah, I hope so too, because I can't sit here and watch you guys pine for each other. Thank you so much for playing the demo of Double Date. If you'd like to see more, please wishlist on Steam to support us. We're aiming to release August and September of 2025. You'll see me there, brother. It's already on my wishlist. Oh my gosh. I was literally wondering, how long is the demo? Like, I wonder how much more. I hope I get to see some more. Nope. They're gonna leave me at that hard cliffhanger. Oh my gosh. This is so interesting. I love how many layers there are to this, and I feel like that makes the Double Date title very suitable, because obviously there's gonna be this like connection building between each of the dogs and their own owners, but also the connections between the owners, and hopefully the connections between the dogs. Like, this is, I like this a lot. I didn't, to be honest, going into it, I didn't think there would be like much substance to it, in the sense that I thought it would just be a straightforward like, we're romancing this girl. I didn't realize there would be like POV layers. I didn't realize that the dogs would have their own personalities, their own dialogues. That's really great. That's really amazing to me. Gives me a lot to look forward to. Yeah. But you heard them. Wishlist that on Steam, and it should be coming out around August or September. That's when they're aiming for. You can follow their socials to keep up with them more accurately. I'll go ahead and like link those down below. This has been Double Date. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are looking forward to this game, because I know I sure am, and I will probably play the full thing once it comes out. But please, wishlist it on Steam and make sure you play it for yourself, because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more things that this game will have to share that I won't be able to. Alright, if you have a creature of any kind, give it a little head pat. I don't think there's any kind of creature that can't. Well, if your creature is like the type of like reptile or amphibious creature that like you're not supposed to handle, then don't do that. Give it a head pat through its enclosure, I guess. And if you don't have a creature, pet your like stuffed animal or something. I don't know, dude. Go get one. Go get one. Let this be your sign. Go to the dog store. Get a dog. I'm not liable for anything that happens after this. Okay. Bye-bye!